Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Sunday, the 17th day of November 2024. I bring this update. Traders have a better business ahead of them, and the students will have better schools to attend in the future. That's according to Mazi Simon Ikpa, as pressure mounts for the sit-at-home to be discontinued. Oh yes, that's what is happening now. Yes, pressure to discontinue sit-at-home must continue to be mounting. Yes, now the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile, talking about Mazi Simon Ikpa, has said he will not heed calls from this from anybody, including the purported call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stop the sit-at-home. Oh yes, he said he will not do it, that he will continue the sit-at-home because it's a potent tool in the fight for the freedom of the people. Oh yes, he said he won't listen to Nnamdi Kanu's instructions to end sit-at-home. Yes, that's what he's saying. Say he will only listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu becomes a free man. Yet he has to come to Finland to tell him face to face, so that he will realize and say, look, oh, this is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu indeed. Yes, not hearsay. People will concoct stories and say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against it at home. Stop it. Said he's not going to listen to these cock and bull stories. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be a free man, and he will see him eyeball to eyeball and say, yes, this is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And he will listen to him. And we appreciate that statement. Oh yes, he said that is his own condition to end the sit-at-home. Oh yes, because he said, look, say the freedom fighting or the fight for freedom regarding Biafra agitation, he said it has four different mechanisms. And one said the political, 2, diplomatic, 3, self-defense, and 4, that's civil disobedience approach. Oh yes, so these are the 4 approaches the Biafrans have been using to fight for their own freedom. Yes, and it has been working perfectly. And someone said, stop sit-at-home, and they want to blackmail by saying, oh, traders are suffering, they are losing much money, oh, students are not going to school. And Mazi Nnamdi said, only on Mondays. We do not say that, oh, in a whole week, people should stay at home now. Only on Mondays. Yes, and he now addressed the traders, yes, and the students, saying, traders, you have better business ahead of you. Students, you will have better schools to attend in the future. Oh, yes. So, say this is a sacrifice. Yes, say sacrifice for freedom. That is it. He said the Biafrans will bring alternative that will work for the people. Yes. So the Biafrans said you have to be prepared to pay the price of not going to school. Yes. Just on Mondays only. All right? Yes. If it is a price that the youngsters will pay for their freedom so that they will have a better future, yes, said it's okay. Yes. That is it. To avoid this lackluster, educational situation in the country. Yes, in this contraption we are seeing today. The youngsters who are in secondary schools or in primary schools, once they enter university, they will have a wonderful institution. Yes. And those in the higher institution, yes, once they come out in future, they'll have good work, good jobs to do. Yes, job that will earn them a living, not underemployment. The contraption, the country is giving them. Yes, Nigeria as it stands dishes out underemployment to their graduates. That's what's happening in the country. So, but in Biafra, when Biafra is being restored, you will see, jobs that will earn a living for citizens. Jobs that will earn a living for citizens. Not in this contraption where people are underemployed. Citizens are underemployed, even in government. How can government employ someone, a citizen, and that person is still underemployed? Underemployed. That means his take home no longer takes him home. Yes, the take home cannot take anybody home. From the federal government to the local government, their take home can't take anybody home. Can't even reach halfway. Oh yes. So that's what's happening now. So my somebody said, in the Biafra, please bear with us. We are working for your own good. Yes. Forget about this thing that is happening. It will one day come to an end. Yes, and that will be a price, sacrifice you have made. And so he said, look, he will not stop this at home until he sees Mazi Nnamdi Kanu face to face, saying it to him. Mazi Nnamdi, stop this at home. I'm the one telling you, I'm before you now. Oh yes. So we know these people. Ndi abrakadabra, they will go and conjure, and they'll come out. Concord stories. Yes, they will cook up stories and come and say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says so. Yes, for mass appeal, it will not work. It will not work. Mazi Nnamdi said, it will not work. You're conjuring. Yes, they will go and they will garnish stories. Yes, and they bring it out. By this time around, they have failed woefully. The political diabanies. Oh yes, that will garnish stories and bring it out to deceive the gullible. But this time around, it will not work. Their fake letter didn't sell. Nobody bought that fake letter. People knew it was fake. It was fake. Fake letter from DSS. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote a letter. They tried to put it in a rough sheet with a handwritten letter. It was handwritten so that they want to pursue or to sell the dummy. Say this is handwritten. It means that it's genuine and authentic because it is handwritten. Because they felt that if they type it, it will look like it have passed through hands, and maybe even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote the letter, it must have been some words must have been changed. Oh yes. So this they said they have to do it handwritten, so to show that it is still from the original manuscript, just from the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But those things are fallacy, lies from the pit of hell. It didn't work, so they want to bring it again. As Mazi Nnamdi faces said the interview, yes, he said no. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say it now, I will not listen to it. He's still in detention. They can coerce him. Even he's the one that's peradventure, but not conceding that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote that letter. Mazi Nnamdi said he will not even agree to it because he must have done that under compulsion. Yes. See, even though we have said it, not conceding, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote that letter by himself. Mazi Nnamdi said no way. He will not assent to it. Say, oh, see that one will stop. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote a letter to him. Say, no. Say he's in prison. He's been detained. And they have him there. So they can use him. They can ask him to do anything. And he will do it. Sometimes this man is a human being. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. Oh, yes. So we have to understand that. He's still a human being. So they can do anything to him, cajole him. He's there with them alone. Nobody was there. His family members are not there. His friends are not there. Just him and DSS. Alright? So they can cajole him, do anything to him to make him to submit or to write something. And so that is it. Sit at home continues. Oh yes. No stopping until Biafra freedom. Unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of detention. Oh yes. And declares directly to Mazi Nnamdi, stop, one-on-one. And that is it. That's the condition for now. Oh yes.